welcome back to my YouTube channel. This week's painting makeover is on a slightly smaller piece of furniture. So this piece of furniture was very kindly given to me by a family friend, and it's a cute little stool. The reason for doing a smaller piece, there's a couple of reasons. My kids are off school at the moment at half term and they're just causing mayhem. I've got a few pieces that I'm frantically trying to get done commission wise, so this is a custom order that I'm trying to get finished. I've also got another one waiting in the wings, and I also want to try out a slightly different technique to what I've done before, and I try and do that on smaller pieces before I put that on a large piece. So if this is successful, I'll be putting this on a bigger piece. As always, I'm going to start with some prep work. The good thing about this is that I'm going to be using Terra Clay Paint, and the adhesion properties of Terra Clay Paint are exceptional. So all I'm going to do is give this a clean with Dixie Belle's White Lightning Cleaner. Give it a really good scrub. This is a rinseable cleaner, which means once you've cleaned your piece, you just need to make sure you give it a clean with warm water afterwards and give it a good old rinse. I left it to dry, and that's it. That's all the prep work I'm going to do for this. As I mentioned, I'm going to be using Dixie Belle's Terra Clay Paint for this piece, and the first colour that I'm going to be using is Lani's Lagoon, which is one of my all-time favourite turquoises. In my opinion, it's the perfect turquoise, and because this has actual clay in it, the adhesion properties of this paint are fantastic, hence the reason for me not needing to sand this little stool at all. Even though the finish was kind of a little bit shiny and glossy, it's not needed with this paint, so this pretty much sticks to absolutely anything. And this paint is not self-leveling. You can create a lot of decorative effects with this paint. There's so much stuff you can do with it, and for my base layer I'm just going to stipple this all over, which is going to create some texture. I'm going for a layered, rustic, kind of primitive, aged look with this. So once that first coat of Lani's Lagoon was dry, I'm actually going to seal it now. So Terra Clay Paint is very, very easily reactivated with water until it is sealed. So I'm going to lock this layer in, which means it's not going to budge, no matter what I do to it after this. And basically being able to be reactivated with water just means that if I was to rub this now with a damp rag, it would lift off. You can do that to a certain extent with other paints, but as they start to dry and cure, it gets much harder. Whereas this paint, you can actually reactivate it with water even weeks down the line, as long as you haven't sealed it. And to seal it, you do need a specific top coat. So the one that I used is called Terra Tuff, and it's been developed to not reactivate the paint, to not let it budge when you are top coating. The second coat, I wanted to make a dark blue. The blue that they have in the line, the darkest blue, is called Blue Moon. I just wanted something a little bit darker. Now this paint does dry significantly lighter. As it dries, it will get lighter, and then when you top coat it, it returns to the colour that you paint on with, if that makes sense. So I just wanted to make a slightly deeper, richer blue. So I'm adding some of the darker green shade, and all of the colours that I'm using will be named and linked in the description below this video if you wanted to refer back to them at any point. So I'm using three colours. I'm using the original Blue Moon, I'm using some dark green, and I'm also using a touch of black. Now I don't usually like using black to mix colours because it can get a little bit dull and muddy, but there isn't a brown or anything else to kind of deepen this shade in the Terra Clay Paint range. So I'm using a tiny, tiny little bit of black, but I don't want it to go dull. I want this colour to stay super rich, and the pigments in Terra Clay Paint are very kind of rich, beautiful, kind of deep, earthy shades. So I tested out a little bit of kind of mixing to make sure I was on the right track on a watercolour pad, which is where I quite often play with mixing paint because the pages don't curl. So I've got a few of those that I kind of just play about with and mix paint on. Then I mixed a little bit more into a tub, and as you can see, this is just a little bit darker than the original second layer of colour. And I just wanted to make this the main colour, so I'm going all over this. So my first colour was the turquoise, then I sealed it, and then this is the second colour. And this is where the magic happens. Obviously, this is just a very simple technique on a little stool, but as you can imagine, you can play around with this, create lots of different layers, and peel them back. So this stool had been completely dry for pretty much the entire day. So I went in with a damp rag and I'm just lightly rubbing away at that second darker blue shade to reveal the paler turquoise underneath. So this technique is what's known as wet distressing, and like I say, it can be done up until a certain point with Dixie Belle's chalk mineral paint, but the problem is once that paint does start to dry and cure, it very quickly becomes pretty tough to do, and the longer it dries, the harder it is to get this kind of effect, where it's super easy with Terra Clay Paint. So I've said this before in other videos, some paints lend themselves better to certain techniques than others. If I wanted a super layered, kind of rustic, layered, blended, you know, very worn and weathered, aged look, I think Terra Clay Paint lends itself very well to that. Whereas, you know, you couldn't get that effect with silk mineral paint, for example. When I'm wet distressing, I'm just thinking about where this stool would age naturally if it was really an old piece. So I'm just concentrating on a couple of areas on the top, around the corners and edges, just where it'd get handled and, you know, sort of worn away if it was a naturally aged piece. And then once I was happy with that, I then went back in with the top coat, the Terra Tuff, and just sealed the entire thing. And as I mentioned before, when you are top coating, you can just see that original deep colour returning. And then the final thing that is going to make this thing look aged, hopefully authentically, is brown wax. So this is Dixie Belle's Best Down Wax in brown. I'm going to just apply this all over with a natural bristle brush, and I'm going to rub it in quite well because there's quite a little bit of texture on the surface of this that I created when I stippled the paint on. So I want all of the dark wax to sit in all of the little bits of texture. So I'm just making sure that I rub it on and alternate in the way that my brush is applying it. So it's just making sure it's worked in well. And because I've put my top coat down first, I don't need to put clear wax down before I apply my coloured wax, as you may have seen me do in other videos. So if you are using Terra Clay Paint, I'd always advise sealing it with the proper top coat before you can apply your waxes for decorative effects. And then, as with all wax products, you want to just give your wax a good buff. It removes any excess product from the surface, helps it dry down and cure, and stops it staying sticky and tacky. So I hope that's helped show how easy it is to achieve this kind of layered, two-tone, distressed, primitive kind of look with Terra Clay Paint. And I think it looks pretty authentic, but as always, let me know what you think in the comments. So I hope you enjoyed that video on this slightly smaller piece of furniture today. As always, thank you for watching. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and I'll catch you next time. Bye!